Night crews continue their cleanup of the aftermath of Wednesday morning's gas explosion and fire at Northwest 23rd and Gleason. 8 people were hurt, including 3 firefighters, 2 police officers, and 3 civilians. 1 firefighter still in the hospital tonight. We checked, and Northwest Natural tells us they're still working to restore gas service to a few dozen customers in that area. And something else, the DEQ says it found asbestos in that debris. Our Tim Becker was the first to report on this, and he's live on the scene with more tonight. Tim?
Yeah, the DEQ had 2 inspectors working on the site here. What they ended up finding was that the old bagel building had one area, the roofing, that had significant levels of asbestos in it. That means cleanup work, as you're seeing right now, is being done by a licensed abatement contractor.
If you're wondering why all this debris is still here, well, the answer is...
At this stage, we know the roofing material has asbestos, and therefore all the debris is to be treated as asbestos-containing waste material.
DEQ Inspector Killian Condon tells me there's a very real possibility that the violent nature of the blast and the fire afterwards not only dispersed but also degraded those roofing materials, releasing asbestos fibers over much of the debris. Because of that, the DEQ has ordered a work stoppage on the cleanup until a licensed abatement contractor can be hired to do it, all under the direction of the DEQ.
DEQ regulates asbestos. If asbestos is found above 1%, it's a regulated material. The sampling indicated that the asbestos was found at 35% in the roofing material in 2 layers. It's pretty high, yeah. It is high. It's high enough for us to warrant further investigation.
Condon says they also accessed records for the 100-plus-year-old building and learned asbestos abatement was done in the 1990s, but only 700 feet of material was removed, and they don't know what it was. But what they do know, the 35% level of asbestos in the roofing materials is enough to warrant extra precaution.
Asbestos fibers can't be seen by the naked eye. So while we might see roofing over here, the fibers might be over here and we just can't see the roofing material.
So if you want to know why the scene hasn't already been swept up, why these roads aren't open, well, there is your answer. The DEQ, now they told me earlier today that it could be up to a week before they get this place entirely cleaned up, but just in the last 45 minutes or so, they've moved in with that huge backhoe, and they're starting, so it could be sooner than that. Live in Northwest Portland, Tim Becker, KOIN 6 News.
Tim, thank you for that update.